Hi, we want to shoot this video in case you're considering selling in the short term and you have a property that's either vacant or perhaps with a tenant's lease that's nearing the end.
But first thing, contact us so we can talk about your individual situation, because we're going to look at the big picture, and then we'll also look at where the property is located and what the overall rental demand is that our property management team are seeing right now.
Which is really high, right? This
really
is
good.
Probably the busiest they've been for the last 12 months or so.
Yes, that's true. So the first thing that people think is, I'll have to sign up a tenant for 12 months, which is your average lease, and then maybe I'll cancel that 3 months, 6 months down the track. That's not an option. You can't just cancel a lease unless both the owner and the tenant agree to. So you've got to have a bit of forward planning with what your situation is.
So what you may be wanting to do instead is talk to the property manager about short-term leases, perhaps 3 or 6 month leases. You may in fact fully furnish the property, Aaron, and do an Airbnb type arrangement. There's probably plenty of options where that might work for you. But we just want to let you know that you need to be considering the lease time frame, and the reason for that is if you are wanting to sell, the target buyer out there are living owners, and living owners want to get into your property now. So if you have a property you bring to the market and that lease is still another 3 or 6 months or more to run, it's going to make it really difficult to sell.
And we've seen plenty of case studies in the months and the years prior where 2 properties on the market at the same time, and the lease on one property, and it might only be a few months, significantly impacted the value and the saleability of that property, because those live-in owners, they want to move in now, they want to move in quickly, sometimes before the 30-day settlement.
Right, and so if you had a long-term lease, you're targeting a very small sector of the buyers, and that's why you'd probably end up at a lower price point. So if you are thinking of selling, perhaps you decide not to actually put a tenant in. And so how would you do that? Well, at the moment the banks are giving a lot of options available to investors where you can actually delay, defer, or just not pay your interest component, and that might give you that breathing room that you need to perhaps even prepare the property.
Maintenance items, we can help with, to let you know how we're going to build that value.
Just so you can use the next few months. Now imagine this. Imagine if this all blows over in 2 or 3 months time, and perhaps a lot of other people put long-term tenants in place. Think of the buyer demand that's going to build and the properties that they're going to want to buy that won't be available. Your competitors simply won't be able to sell to those live-in owners, and you can. And so perhaps just prepping your property, having it ready and waiting, and then pounce when that buyer inquiry is back, is going to allow you to achieve a premium price, and the main thing, get the property sold, which is what you're wanting to do now. Maybe the window is just in a couple of months' time.
Again, we'd love to chat further, talk about your individual situation, your rental property. So contact us and we'll chat with you soon.